Hi everyone, my name is Will. Thank you for tuning into my channel today. Today we are going to be doing a collective energy reading for January 10th, 2023. And it is Tuesday, so let's see what energies we have going. And I hope everyone is having a really great start to their week. I hope that everyone is doing well. I know that people are getting sick right now with, colds and a lot of upper respiratory stuff. And I just hope everyone is doing well, staying safe. Also, not pushing yourself too much. When we push ourselves, we stress out our immune system and we're more likely to get sick. We can work with someone who's sick for days, weeks, and all it takes is not taking care of ourselves, pushing ourselves too much, and then our immune system goes down, and then we're more susceptible to getting sick. So just keep that in mind. It really has to do with your immune system, not necessarily that other people around you are sick. It has to do with how your immune system is doing. Because if your immune system is healthy, is strong, then there can be people getting sick around you, and that doesn't mean you're going to get sick. So just keep that in mind. Make sure to take your vitamins. Lots of vitamin C, hydrating, lots of drinking water, cutting down on sweets, caffeine, all that good stuff. All right, so I hope everyone enjoyed the message from last week. Sorry if that my camera was bouncing. That was a really strong message. So I'm hoping that we'll get a slightly less intense message today. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But I would like to ask Spirit to please show me what the energies are for January 10th, 2023. Whoops. Okay, we have the World card just popped out on top. That means there's an end to something. There's a completion. That's the last of the major arcana. So let's see. What are the energies for January 10th, 2023? So we have the Ten of Swords, done. Another completion. We have the Devil energy, and we have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands. So I'm feeling like, and you know what? We may not even do a Celtic cross today. We may just whatever pops out. So I feel like there's a completion to something. I feel like there's a completion because the World card popped out first, followed by the Ten of Swords. So something is done. Something is done. There's a cycle ending right now, and it has to do with some sort of devil energy, some sort of addiction, some sort of something that you feel chained to, whether it's a situation, a person, like I said, an addiction. That's coming to an end. You're freeing yourselves from the chains of whatever this devil energy is. You are going, you know what? This is enough. I'm done. The universe is supporting you in this done energy, in this completion energy. and you're looking at what you want to manifest next in your life. You're looking at what you would like the universe to give you next, what the universe has to offer. And just because we want something doesn't necessarily mean that the universe is going to give it to us, but the universe wants us to set goals, set different checkpoints in our lives, because that's showing initiative. When we show initiative, the universe is like, okay, they're serious about this, and then the universe starts giving you what you need. Not to say that the universe doesn't do that when we don't set certain expectations, set certain goals for ourselves, but the universe likes to pour out more when we set those goals for ourselves. So let's see, what else? This is going to be just a open reading. We'll just see whatever universe wants, whatever spirit wants us to know today. So we have the Judgment card. So the universe is like, okay, we're going to the universe is going to be is like, we're sorry, this is really loud today. The wind is really loud. The universe is like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to accomplish this. We're going to assist you in this manifestation, okay? This judgment. And, with the Judgment card, you see that the people have no clothes on, okay? That's because this judgment from the universe is literally exposing their entire selves with no veil, no clothes. The Emperor has no clothes. Is showing exactly what the situation is. Okay, so I really feel like that's what's happening right now. Something's coming to an end. Some sort of a devil energy in your life is coming to an end, and you feel that, so you're wanting to manifest, okay, what's next in your life. You're like, okay, I'm done with this. Universe is fully supporting you in that, and now you're looking towards the future. You're looking towards the horizon. You're looking at what you want from the universe, and the universe is like, okay, we're going to support you in this. We are going to fully support you in this energy. Doesn't mean you're going to get what you want, but the energy the initiative energy that you have, the universe is supporting you in that. And it's going to remove any veils from the situation so you can see it more clearly, okay? That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that the universe is supporting you by helping clarify your view of the situation, of your current situation. So this way you can manifest. So this way you can decide what you want, what accomplishments, what goals you want in the future. Okay? And I feel like it's really making you think about the situation, really helping you decide what you want out of the situation, okay? What you want right now from the universe. I feel like that you, because this is the Queen of Swords, all of this past situation may have really been very emotional for you, like really emotional. And again, that would be part of, you know, this addictive energy that's coming from the Devil card here. Because addictions are usually tied to our emotions, because it's, oh, this makes me feel this way. Okay, whether it's something as simple as caffeine, oh, this makes me feel good, you know, or this person makes me feel good, you know, or it could be, you know, something more serious like alcohol or drugs. But it's that addictive energy. Oh, this makes me feel this way. I feel like you were really in tune with how this situation was making you feel and the repercussions of it, and the fact that it's ending right now. Okay, you're wanting it to end, you're ready for it to end, and you're looking towards the horizon to what you want to manifest next. And the universe is totally supporting you in this. But because you went through this situation, okay, with all this emotions and realizing how this person or this situation or this thing was causing you to feel inside, okay, that it really gives you perspective, okay, a lot of perspective on the future, because now you're more balanced. You're not only using your critical thinking skills of, okay, that was a bad situation and I want to improve my situation. Okay, I know what I want now. But because it had to do with all that emotion, okay, you now have that balance, you have that scale, you have that Libra type energy going, and now you know what you want in the future, as seen from the card. And she has a sword, so she's literally cutting ties to the past. She's cutting those ties. You know what? I'm going to try a different set of cards today. These are the archetype cards from Carolyn Miss, and I haven't used these much, and I want some clarification on that Devil card, because if it is a person, I would like to know, for those that are watching this, what kind of person, if this devil energy is a person, because devil energy is usually connected to a person. What was companion? Okay, it was a companion. So just like in the card where it's two lovers, two companions, this was a companion. There was betrayal, but yet you couldn't pull yourself away from that person, for whatever reason. It's not that you couldn't, It's just that you felt in that situation that if you did, you would lose a part of yourself. But that person is separate from you. You are you, that person is them. When two people come together, they improve each other. But here's where it gets messy. It's when we associate ourselves with that person, okay? And it's fine if we come together and mutually build each other up and have that connection that makes us want to be better people and just be in that positive vibration with that other person. But when we start associating ourselves with that person, then it's starting to get really messy, because usually in that situation we stop doing work on ourselves, and we start, how do I say this? We start being all about that person and making and what that person wants, that and giving that person what they want. And we're not taking care of our own self. We're not taking care of our own inner self. We are taking care of that person, and we're leaving ourselves out in the cold. And when we do that, we start losing pieces of ourselves, okay? We start dissolving. So this was a very toxic situation, but it's done. And you saw that. You saw the situation for what it was, okay? And you're looking to the horizon, you're looking to the future, looking at, okay, I know what happened in this situation. It was not good. It was not for my good. I see that now. But now I know what to look for in the future. What warning signs, okay? And I also know what I want. Because this situation, this relationship was not serving me. This was not serving me. This person that I felt chained to, I really wasn't chained to. I could have left at any time, but it was because I was feeling so attached, so intertwined with that person, that myself was that person, that I felt like removing myself from the situation, breaking up, was going to take part of me, when that's not the case. Can I get a, whoa. Okay, yeah, you were a victim. You were a victim in this situation. You were the victim. This person was taking advantage of you. This person was taking advantage of your kindness, of your generosity, of your willing to share your energy. This person may have even been a energy vampire. They may have been sucking you dry. Whoa. That didn't even go in my hand. And because you did feel a connection to this person, you were mistaking that connection for them reciprocating the energy you were giving. Okay, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. It made sense in my head. But it was a very dependent situation. It was very dependent, okay? This person was depending on you for their energy. And when I say energy, I don't mean like physical energy. I mean energetic energy, metaphysical energy. They were depending on you for that, okay? And that was causing you to feel like you needed to be in that situation, that you needed to be with that person. It was blurring the lines. It was blurring boundaries. It was blurring boundaries. But you are much more clear on what you want, on what you need in future situations. You are much more clear. You have that bird's eye perspective. If you see, there's a bird above her head, okay, and she's kind of up in the clouds too, so she can see through the fog. She can see through the clouds, okay. Just a second. Trying to think. I think I'm really feeling that's all I'm gonna get out of that deck. I'm gonna pull an energy oracle card today. Can I get an energy oracle card? Can I get an energy oracle card for this spread? Whoa, that's just walking away, and it came out upright. So you are walking away from this situation. You're walking away. You know it was a bad situation. It may have been very triggering too from maybe past situations, but it was hard for you to distinguish because you were so intertwined with this person, okay, that you didn't necessarily know why you were being triggered, is what I'm getting. But the universe stepped in and was like, okay, you're like, all the clothes are coming off, all the veils are coming down, like, you need to see this situation for what it is. It is physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually draining you. And now you have that. The door to personal healing and happiness, okay, is the next card. So two popped out at the same time. So you are in the process of healing, but you have to choose to go through that door. So just because you're leaving the situation doesn't mean that you're healed. There is trauma from this situation. There's trauma from this cycle that has ended, okay? You need to go through that door, okay, to heal, all right? I mean, it's your choice. You can just walk right past the door and just keep on, and go to the next relationship, or situation. But you need to heal what's there if you want to not repeat the same pattern, repeat the same set of circumstances. Yeah. And that's always tough, because usually when we leave a situation, leave a relationship, leave a toxic environment, we're like, okay, I don't want to deal with that at all. I just want to keep on walking, keep on, trucking. Problem with that is that we're still carrying the baggage from that previous situation, previous relationship, previous toxic environment, and then we end up bringing all that to a new one. And I'll just give a really quick example. So everyone knows that I worked at a major drugstore chain for nearly 7 years. Went through COVID and everything, and then in early 2021, I was having a lot of trouble hiring and keeping people employed at my location. I was having a lot of trouble. And it wasn't anything I was doing. It was just like, it was just circumstances. It was just circumstances. Someone got a better job, someone got an opportunity to do something they've always wanted to do, and these things just kept coming up. And so after working too much time and not getting paid anymore for it, and being physically, emotionally, and mentally and spiritually drained, I was like, okay, that's enough. I've done this for the last 6 months. I can't do it anymore. And I put in my 2 weeks and I left. And then about, 6 months down the road, I found a job working in a similar environment to where I previously worked, and that's what attracted me to it, because I knew, I know this, I can do this. Problem is I didn't do any healing from that previous situation, that previous toxic relationship. I didn't do any of that work. Because I didn't do that work, I brought all that baggage to that new situation. And guess what? The same sort of things were occurring. And also I wasn't mentally prepared for it, because after that previous situation, I cut that off and just moved on. Well, all that baggage bubbled up because I was in the same sort of environment, and it all bubbled up. And after 2 months, I put in my 2 weeks, because I was like, this is happening again. And it wasn't until like a couple months after that, during this summer, when I couldn't find a job, I was putting in applications every week for 5 months straight, and getting interviews, everything. No one returning the call. Anyways, that gave me a lot of time to think. The universe was like, okay, you don't want to deal with these emotions? Guess what? We're going to give you the opportunity to deal with these emotions. So that's an example. I don't know if that relates to your current situation, but I can definitely tell you that this is a very familiar situation. So the universe, gives you the opportunity to walk through that door of healing, which leads to happiness, but you have to go through it. If you walk right past it, there's going to be lots of doors slammed in your face, locked, and eventually you'll get rerouted back to that door to healing, okay? Once you've tried every single door and window in the house and it doesn't open, then guess what? You're going to go back to the door that will open for you. That is open. That is unlocked. And in this situation, it's healing and happiness. So the choice is yours. The choice is yours. Can I get a Keepers of the Light Oracle card today? What light worker would best assist in this energy today? All right. Master Buddha. Increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. Okay. So this situation has given you that increased awareness. Okay. So you know what to look for in a future situation. You know what you want out of future relationships. It gives you that perspective. It gives you that bird's eye view, because the universe took away all the clothes, all the veils, all of the fog around this situation. Just like the universe, you see the angel has a trumpet. He's ringing that trumpet loud and clear. Okay. So this way you can hear it, and you're gonna gain a lot of wisdom. You're gonna gain a lot of knowledge, and you've grown from the situation already. But once you go through that door to healing, it's gonna cause you to look at the nitty gritty, at the cold hard details of the situation, of the past situation, and it's going to give you even more knowledge, even more awareness, even more spiritual growth. Okay. It's going to give you more, because you'll have the gift of hindsight. Okay. Of looking back and going, oh, okay. But if you just put blinders on and just continue forward, then you're not going to get that gift that's literally right there of healing. I know this. It may not feel like it, because you can be dredging up some feelings that may not necessarily be totally resolved, but you have to resolve those feelings to move forward. You have to. You have to. Okay, can I get a spirit animal oracle card for this spread today? What spirit animal would best help us in this situation? What spirit animal will best help us in this situation? Okay, we're just going to pull from the top. Dolphin spirit. This and that are true. I feel like that you may be denying that you felt certain way, or that certain things actually happened, that on some level you may have known happened in this situation, but you may be like, no. I'm clouding this situation. I'm clouding this I'm clouding this memory of a past situation with my own feelings. I'm muddying it. I'm feeling like if you are doing that, you're doing it to your own detriment, because those feelings that you're feeling from this past situation, they're actually true. Okay, I feel like you are denying your own truth when you're telling yourself, no, this didn't happen, no, this didn't make me feel this way, when it actually, in all reality, did. You're denying your own truth, and that can also be hindering your ability to go through this door of even more healing, of even more awareness and knowledge and wisdom. And this person that was betraying you, the situation that was betraying you, you know, maybe this person said things that are sticking in your mind. You're just too sensitive. This didn't happen. I never said that. No. It didn't happen that way. And so maybe it's making you think back on this situation and go, well, this person said this didn't happen, so maybe I'm remembering it wrong. No, this and that are true. You need to trust yourself. You need to trust yourself in this situation. You need to trust how you're feeling. Dolphins are very empathic creatures. They sense and they feel energy and vibration. They're very, very sensitive. And if you think about it, they live in water. They live their whole lives in water, okay? And water in the tarot, okay, feelings, emotions, okay, are represented by the cups. Which is a very emotional, very empathic, very intuitive energy. But if taken too far, it can be bad. But somehow the dolphin spirit, okay, dolphins are able to spend their whole lives in the water, and all of their senses are heightened. Especially when you compare to other animals, dolphins' senses move past just the 5 senses that science says, you know, is all that animals and humans have. No. We have way more senses, and all of those senses are open with dolphins. And that goes back to, and I said this a few videos ago, about especially if you listen or you've read Dolores Cannon's books, dolphins and whales are said to have been a gift from otherworldly beings to the earth, because of how empathic they are, of how much energy they have, and how that balances the energies of humans on this earth, like the vibration and energy, like and helps open our intuitive and psychic abilities. So you need to trust your intuition. You need to trust how you're feeling about this situation that just ended, and go with that. Because if this was a very abusive type of situation, where the person was being very manipulative and abusive to your feelings, or just even physically abusive, then you may be really questioning the sequence of events. Did you do anything that could have caused this? So, and those I feel like may still be energies that are resurfacing, and you're not going to be able to get past them until you've gone through that door of healing, and you confront them and you accept them, and that they are true, that you did feel that way in this situation, so you can move on. All right, let's learn a little bit about the dolphin spirit, because I really don't want to butcher and leave anything out of this beautiful energy right here. Dolphin spirit, like her earthly manifestation, is a reminder of duality. As the dolphin is both mammal and sea creature, so too is dolphin spirit. Both this and that. Two truths exist. The story you tell and another as well. The duality of life is present when we are suffering, for there is a blessing too in the helpers that appear. Within clouds are silver linings that we later reflect on what happened. We can see that a situation was both this and that, and a choice led to both joy and sorrow. No relationship is either all good or all bad, and people have qualities of both light and shadow. Focus on the positive, for light exists alongside darkness. Dolphin spirit calls for you to come up from below and enjoy a weightless moment in the sun as you dive in and out of this and that, accepting and even enjoying the duality of life. Why not join dolphin spirit in acknowledging and affirming the blessings present in this moment? In all areas of your life, there are aspects of both this and that. Today, you can celebrate this fact and recognize the complexity and beauty of the fabric of the universe. You are at a place right now where your past self is still present as you move toward the new self you are becoming. Aspects of both selves are present, so even if you want to say goodbye to what was, you are required to find solace in this between time. Today is not a day to choose one over another either, but rather to accept things as they are without judgment or resistance. Even in matters of the heart, duality is present. Your next action will be obvious when you drop your bias and see things as a whole. When you most want to be acknowledged as right and see other ways as wrong, dolphin spirit appears as a reminder that the story of your suffering and righteousness is a little more complicated than you are admitting right now. Do you want to see things in black and white and be rigid in your ideas of what's correct and what is not? Release your rigidity and embrace the fluidity of life as you recognize the grays that remind you. As you recognize the grays that remind you that there are two sides to every story, an upside to each downside, and a blessing in every challenge. What you think is wrong may end up being right for you. So let dolphin spirit soften your heart so that you may make the best decision at this time, playing with the possibilities that present themselves. All right. Yeah. Yep. That was a beautiful message. That was a beautiful message. And I don't feel called to pull a crystal card today, so we're not going to do that. So I hope everyone really enjoyed this message. I hope it helped at least one person. I hope it helped at least one person. And thank you guys so much for watching this video, for watching all my videos, for liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell so you know when I make future videos. Thank you. And thank you to Spirit for this beautiful message today. It didn't go exactly the way that I thought it was going to. I thought we were going to be doing a Celtic cross, but this ended up being a much better message today. So thank you, Spirit. And thank you guys. You guys have an awesome day. Much light and love to all of you.